getting a little ready. Let me give me a minute and I will get this stream shared out on the Round Guy Radio Facebook page. Let's see what we can do here. We got a game tonight and a game tomorrow for you. As the season's wrapping up, we're going to Williamsburg. We're getting this thing shared out there. Tagged in one school, we'll tag in the other.
We'd like to welcome everyone to Fairfield for this evening's varsity baseball game against the Eagles from Saydel and the Fairfield Trojans. Fairfield fans, let's show our sportsmanship and give the Eagles a warm welcome with a nice round of applause.
And we're up and live on the Facebook page. That'll be bringing
and
some
now
people in
for
there.
your starting lineups. First for the visiting Eagles. Batting first, playing shortstop, number 1, Braden Boston. Batting second, playing third base, number 2, Turner Bennett. Batting third, playing first base, number 24, Camden Jorgensen. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 20, Lennon Perrin. Batting fifth, left fielder, number 17, Cooper McDaniel. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 16, Jose K.O. Price. He is batting for the pitcher, number 3, Shane Scott. Batting seventh at second base, number 7, Brady Hicks. Batting eighth in right field, number 18, Landon Soma. Batting ninth, playing center field, number 10, Chase Sharp. The coaches for Saydel are Steve Gebhardt, Justin Jacobs, and Jeremy Eldred. And now for your Fairfield Trojans. Batting first, the pitcher, number 10, Boss Richardson. Batting second, playing second base, number 6, Dason Workman. Batting third, in right field, number 5, Archer Kruder. Batting fourth, playing catcher, number 3, Aiden Westerkamp. Batting fifth in center field, number 2, Ethan Bisgard. Batting sixth at first base, number 12, Jackson Coleman. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 4, Owen Adam. Batting eighth at shortstop, number 17, Chase Countryman. Batting ninth, playing left field, number 24, Jacob Krug. Fairfield is by Josh Allison and assisted by Corey Clem, Connor Lyons, Terry Allison, and Ted Richardson. Your officials for this evening are Vic Combe and John Tharp. We'd like everyone now to please stand, remove your hats, and turn towards the flag located on the hill over the first base dugout for the playing of our national anthem.
beautiful rendition of the national anthem.
Thank you. And good luck to both teams. Now let's play ball.
Well, we're about ready to bring in this ball game. I'm hoping you all had a nice 4th of July. Americans, this experiment in freedom has gone on for 250 years. And we got a lot to be proud of, including all the guys in our military doing such a great job for us out there, as well as these umpires back here behind the plate. I think they've done a pretty solid job for us all year long. So if you're wondering about the Saydel Eagles, I did check into them a little bit. They're conference champions. I think they're 21-9 or 24-9, somewhere in that range. And they've got a lot of great players. And they got a lot of seniors and a lot of juniors. There's no sophomores or freshmen in this lineup. They have their returning first team All-State, led the league in home runs last year. He's got 10 this year. But their first baseman, their second baseman, and their third baseman all going to college. They got and their catcher's going to college. Most of them playing at Grandview up there with Simeon Reichenbach from Waco. The boss, Richardson on the mound. Well, I grew me a very beautiful and robust Hulk Hogan mustache because I wanted an all-American mustache for the 4th of July, but as promised, I shaved it off after we finally lost the game. As we went down to Burlington and played in the championship game, but we came in a little short on that one. Well, Boss Richardson's definitely I'm thinking Dane Burkhart may be ineligible for this game.
Leading off
Owen Adams
for
going
the
to take his place over at third base. That kid played everywhere.
Boston.
Braden Boston coming up to the plate. He's number 1 on his jersey, and then probably some of his fans' hearts there, I imagine. Here comes the pitch. Ball upstairs. He's throwing the ball hard. A lot of times you're a little too strong, that ball come in high on you. First inning brought to you by Wyatt Moore and the Livestock Risk Management Partnership of Minneapolis, Iowa. Ball upstairs. If you got cattle and you'd like to, there he goes. Doug Alexander likes our post. Thank you, Doug, for that. If you got cattle and you'd like to insure them for loss, get a hold of Wyatt Moore over at the Livestock Risk Management Partnership. He'll hook you right up. 3 balls and no strikes. Boss Richardson has a tendency to not be super sharp right off the bat. But once he gets in the groove, gets the strike zone going, and he got a strike zone there. 3 balls and a strike. And the audience just doubled on us. I appreciate all you guys watching. We're coming off a record-breaking performance. Ball up, foul and deep, but it's out of play. And boy, do you take a big rip at that. Yes, this Saydel Eagles team is a good one, and they've got a lot of high-quality players and guys that are going on to college, but so do the Trojans. Ball 4, well, Boss Richardson worked it from
Boston.
3-0 to 3-2.
Now for the Eagles, third baseman, number 2, Turner Bennett.
Well, it's either first baseman or the third baseman that led the state in home runs and has 10 home runs already. I might try to look that up here, and the audience just tripled on me. You guys are starting to be good little watchers of baseball on Round Guy Radio. Pops him up, fouling out of play. He's in the strike zone on that one. likes us. For Hushy. Appreciate that comment.
Yeah.
What am I trying to figure out here? Oh, yeah. Saydel Eagles High School baseball schedule, Iowa.
The Saydel
A runner at first base, nobody out. No balls and a strike on the batter. Well, this team can hit, and there's no question about it. But we've got everything it takes for a great baseball game, and that's two good baseball teams, and that's what we got right here tonight. One ball and two strikes. Swing and a miss, and Voss Richardson has his first strikeout.
Strikeout for the first out.
And the audience just doubled again.
Up for the Eagles. First baseman, number 24, Camden Jorgensen.
Camden Jorgensen, I think this is the kid with led the league in home runs. He's got 10 last year. He's got 10 this year. First team All-Stater. Strike, I think, maybe not. Ball one. Looked like he was calling out a strike, but then one ball, one strike. Deadly hitter at the plate. Runner breaks. Strike. One ball, one strike, one out. Runner moves down to second base. He had a pretty good lead. But you got a problem at the plate, and you need to worry less about the runner. If I had a hitter like that, I might not steal second base because now they could walk this guy. With the base open and the audience growing and growing. Fouls it off. And Voss Richardson's ahead on the count here. He struck out a real good hitter last time. A little bit of a hot dog in that bat boy there. Great pitch. Oh my gosh, just
The strikeout for the second
Strikes
out of
out.
the inning. That brings up the catcher, number 20, Lennon Perry.
Wes Lennon Perry is also going to college at Grandview. And he's the cleanup hitter. And look at that, Voss Richardson back-to-back strikeouts. Ball outside. They'll be trading their baseball cleats for football cleats here in a minute. Voss Richardson's a great quarterback. Really good one. Ball inside. Backs him off the plate a little bit with that one. 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a miss. Girls playing softball over on the other diamond. I'm not sure. I don't have any updates or anything on who they're playing or what the score is. Maybe I can text Lee and find out. Peking up 6-0 after one. 6-0. Boy, that Pekin team has a really good team. Ball 4.
Base on balls, runners at first and second. That brings up the left fielder, number 17, Cooper McDaniel.
McDaniel's coming to the plate here, and he's got a couple runners on, and this
There
inning
is
could
a
go one way or
courtesy
the
runner
other for Boss Richardson.
For the catcher, number 4, Caden Ira.
We just need to just lob something in there because these guys can hit. Cooper McDaniels. I'd like to welcome any viewers from Saydel. That's our first time on Round Guy Radio. We've had a couple new teams this year. I think we had Grinnell on earlier. Hadn't had them on before. And the audience continues to grow. Like that sweet corn, man, I'm telling you, get out to Stout Market and get some of that sweet corn. That's the best I've had in 10 years. Ball outside. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Cooper McDaniels at the plate, Boss Richardson on the mound. Ground ball to Owen Adams. He fields, steps on third base, and that's it.
The 5 unassisted for the 3rd out, and after a half inning, we're knotted up at 0.
Well, great job. And I'll tell you who else does a great job, Wyatt Moore in the Livestock Risk Management Partnership over there. If you see a price you like and it's going to guarantee a profit, you might as well lock it in, and they'll guarantee to pay you that when you bring your cattle to market. But if you have livestock and you'd like to insure them against loss, this is something they're doing this year. Just losing a calf or a cow or even a sheep can hurt your bottom line quite a bit. Maybe you can recover some of those costs. Well, this pitcher, let me see what his name is. Oh, the Trojan. I got a score for you on the girls softball game. It's 6-0. I'll find out who they're playing here in Uno Momento. And the crowd continues to grow. I'm not sure we had Central DeWitt on before this year. This might be our 3rd new team. We had some games canceled out earlier in the season and we picked this one up. And that's, you want everybody to have the same amount of bats that they would normally get and innings pitched and all that. We got a couple kids going to college on our team too. And I got some others that'll go next year.
Leading off for the Trojans, the pitcher, number 10, Boss Richardson.
Well, Boss Richardson's kind of been on a hot streak. He's got 3 home runs, not last week, but the week before he did. And he's been solid all year long, and he does a great job of getting on base and leading things off here. This pitcher's a fastball slider. And the Fairfield girls are playing Knoxville right now. I don't know if it's a playoff game or what that is. But they're up 6-0.
That second baseman is the TCU pitcher.
Shane Scott is on the mound. Ground ball up the middle, off of the pitcher's face.
Oh,
Holy smolies, that hit him right on that cheek.
We'll take a pause in the action.
He looks like he's shaking it off pretty good. You gotta be tough to wear number 3. That's Babe Ruth's number. And he's just in as a pitcher. They're DHing for him, so he's just got to focus on his pitching. Voss Richardson hits the ball back up the middle. And it results in him getting a base hit. Yeah, I like that. Round of applause. That kid's
After
tough.
we find out that the pitcher is okay, we'll continue on with the action. Voss Richardson aboard at first base with the infield hit, and we have up now for the Trojans. Second baseman, number 6, Jason Workman.
Jason, workman for a living. He's in the 2 spot as Burkhart ineligible for this game. But he's been a solid hitter all year long and a good one with runners on base. It's squared above, but the ball goes back to the screen, and maybe that eye swelling up a little bit, and he's not seeing quite as good as he was. I think. But he might be able to work his way through that too pretty quick. No balls and a strike, runner at second base. Saydel didn't score in the first inning. It's the bottom. And the Trojans are already threatening 2 batters in. Steve Reich, beautiful slider there. He throws a fastball and a slider, so he doesn't change speeds a whole lot. But he has a little movement on that slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. Squares, he bunts, he gets it down. Foul ball. Look pretty close to me, I don't know. But we'll do it again with 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at second base. I don't know if he's sacrificed bunting or he's trying to get on base. He's sure running hard. But we'll probably take that bunt sign off and see what Workman can do here. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that slider kind of
out of the inning.
moved out to the right.
The Trojans. Number 5, right fielder, Archer Kruger.
Now, Archer Kruger, I don't know how I didn't notice. I mean, I always knew he had a good arm, but he has a great arm. I mean, he's got an Ellis Valentine kind of arm out there in right field. Plus, he's a terrific hitter. Looking over, they throw down. Almost threw that away. I didn't know what was going on. Archer Kruger. He's been picked by the college recruiters there at Cornell University. But, do you call that a strike? Well, there's a lot of strike zone there with this umpire tonight. Quite a bit. I'd rather have a wide one than a small one. No balls, 2 strikes, runner at second base, ball way outside. Great catch by the catcher. And he was just trying to see if he'll chase that one. Ball outside. We are excited about the football season that's just around the corner. We'll have games in August, and that's next month. Ball upstairs. So this game, I mean, the playoffs are already announced. This is, a non-conference game. That doesn't mean tons. And he walks him. And with one out, the Trojans have something cooking here with
Base
runners
on
at
balls,
first and
six
second.
runners at first and second for the Trojans. Up at the plate, number 3, catcher, Aiden Westerkamp.
Well, Aiden Westerkamp comes up there wearing Babe Ruth's number. He is been recruited to go play baseball for Indian Hill. And you can just tell this kid loves watching baseball. And it's been a fun season. I've really enjoyed watching these guys play. And that slider, they're not used to seeing that. It's nowhere near as hard as his fastball, but it tails away on you. Throw down to first. He's back. I'm surprised that they got
Runner
it.
called out at first.
Oh man, that's terrible. I don't even think he even tagged him. Did the umpire think that was a forced play or something? Well, 2 outs. And it's all up to Westerkamp now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike. That's just strike 2. Half the team walked off the field there, but it's just strike 2. And that was that good slider, high and tight in on his hands and broke back across the plate. Runner goes. Fouls it straight back. Well, that throw out at first base, did the first baseman even catch him?
Yeah.
You think he got it?
The throw was right to where the guy didn't even have to move the glove, it was under his leg. Or sliding.
Well, I apologize. That umpire got that call right.
It's a heck of a snap throw by the catcher.
And he hits him.
The hit by pitch will take Westerkamp down to first base. Again, the Trojans have runners at first and second.
Ethan Bizquit,
Ethan
Bizgard.
Bisgard, center fielder, number 2, up for the Trojans. We'll have a courtesy runner for Aiden Westerkamp at first base. That
We
is
got the biggest
number
audience of the night right now.
11. Liam Hunter.
Liam Hunter coming in. With the pleases and thank yous. Your welcomes. He's a courtesy runner. Ethan Bizgard, Bizquick. Drive! Third baseman field steps on third, and that's all she wrote. That's exactly how we ended the last inning.
Assisted on the force, puts the third out on the board, and after 1, we're tied up at 0.
Well, the second inning is going to be brought to you by Henshaw Trailer Sales of Richland, Iowa. He is the 2-time, back-to-back years, Hillsboro Trailer Salesman of the Year for North America. He's got over 50 years experience, and if you have any trailer needs, get a hold of Corwin Henshaw in Richland, Iowa for all your trailer needs. But if you got cattle and you need to move them, he's got these new Hillsboro trailers in, and they are the state of the art. He's never had anything like this before. And get up there and check him out. Rita Pope likes our post. We're giving out likes. You can put a like on this YouTube channel game if you'd like. A lot of great action. I know the Pekin Panthers are playing Lone Tree in a makeup of a rained out game earlier.
What's the score in that game?
6-0 is the last score I got, and that's in the first inning. I'm going to text Scotty. I got Scotty Melvin over there. Well, former Pekin Panther Keaton Wynn, who pitches for the San Francisco Giants. I can give you an update on what's going on with him. He got a shoulder strain because he was being pitched every day, and he's been rehabbing on that. And he's already had a rehab assignment. He's pitched one clean inning. And I think it won't be just too long before we see him back in the dugout over there, or the bullpen, I guess, more likely. But he is having an outstanding year. He is one of the elite pitchers, and I think he might be San Francisco's representative in the All-Star game had he not got hurt. He made the team as the last guy in the bullpen.
Leading off for the Eagles.
Worked his way up to the closer role.
Hitter number 16, Jose Teo Price.
Jose Teo Price at the plate. He's a senior. Nothing to nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing here in the first inning. We're in the second inning now. Got some great agricultural sponsors. Wyatt Moore and Corwin Henshaw are among the best. Woo! A little chin music there backs him off. Baseball is a sport where it's actually good, and he hits the ball to right field. Archer Cruder goes over and scores it. That was a lot harder play than he made it look.
Fly ball out to the right field
One
for
out.
the first out.
But the
For
bigger
the
guys
Eagles,
hit the ball
second
good
baseman,
in
number
baseball.
7, Brady Hicks.
Brady Hicks is coming up. He's a third baseman in Grandview College. I want to thank all you who helped us get to 700 likes on our followers on our Facebook page. That seems like a good number, 700. Ground ball, base hit. Great hit out there, fielded well by the left fielder. He gets it into the cutoff man. Holds the runner at first base.
Single for Hicks.
Hicks gets on. There's one out and
Eagles
one on.
now send right fielder number 18, Landon Soma, to the plate.
Ground ball. Second base for one. They get the lead runner.
The fielder's choice, and the Trojans get the lead runner out at second. Batting for the Eagles, center fielder number 10, Chase Sharp.
Chase Sharp at the plate. There's a Sam Sharp up there at Pekin. That's a great player. Left-handed hitter, one out or two outs. Runner at first base. Owen Adams at third, Countryman at short. I think that's Workman at second base. Coleman at first. Westerkamp behind the plate. The Wrecking Crew in left, Bisquick in center, and Archer Cruder in right. 2 balls and no strikes, 2 outs, runner at first base. Pops him up. Countryman going back. It looks like he's got a good read on it. He squeezes it, and that's
Corner
it.
for shortstop Countryman for the third out, and we'll go into the bottom half of the second, still tied up at 0.
Foss Richardson's really got it going on today. Well, the shade is at the plate, and it's once it gets past the plate a little bit, it might be a factor in the game. Wow, we got the biggest audience of the night already. You guys are awesome. You guys like sweet corn? Stout Market has some of the best. They got the 5 inches of rain in a week, and then they had a week of 90-degree plus weather, and it made it come out real good. Well, this is Scott on the mound, and he has a really nice slider, and he's used it very effectively in the first inning. Hey, and we got the biggest audience yet, even bigger than it was when it was biggest. Nothing to nothing. Bottom of the second.
At the plate for the Trojans, first baseman, number 12, Jackson Coleman.
Jackson Coleman at the plate. Oh, crap.
Stand-up double for Coleman to lead it off for the Trojans.
Well, Reggie Jackson Coleman standing at second base.
At the plate now for the Trojans, third baseman, number 4, Owen Adam.
Owen Adam coming to the plate, and he hit the ball hard down there in Burlington. As he came in late and pitched, and he got a couple of bats, and he just scorched the ball. And he had several. I think he had 4 RBIs in the Washington game. He's already made a great play down third base. Throw down again. Whoa, these guys are challenging every lead you get. This is Jacob Altman. He's got a runner at second base. Wait a minute. This is to Owen Adam. He's the Ronnie Howard lookalike. Did you know Ronnie Howard directed the movie Apollo with Tom Hanks? And also Splash with Tom Hanks. But it's a good one. Owen Adam gets the job done, and the runner's over at third base.
The bunt advances the runner up at the plate for the Trojans. Shortstop, number 17, Chase Country.
Well, Countryman comes up to the plate. Strike on the outside corner. One ball, one strike, one out, runner at third base. Chase Countryman at the plate. We'll be back here tomorrow night. Do you know who we play tomorrow?
Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon coming to town. Ground ball. Fouls it off. Got a couple of really good teams coming in here this week to kind of tighten us up for a playoff run. Takes a look at that one. Ball three. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jacob, the wrecking crew on deck. Any kind of a hit here would probably score a run. I mean, even a ground ball, he strikes out. Wow. That slider, he goes to that slider when he needs a strikeout and he gets
to
it.
the plate for the Trojans, left fielder, number 24, Jacob Crew.
Well, the left-hander might get a little better view at that slider. It'll be coming in on his hands. Ball upstairs. Well, the Trojans are threatening, but they haven't punched one in yet. Ball outside. Swings, pops him up. 2 outs. Catcher drops it. So we got another chance. We got another chance at the high school dance. Coleman at third base, 2 outs. Takes a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 2nd inning. Runner at third base, in the person of Coleman. Drive. Shortstop going out. Left fielder coming in. They can't get to it. And the wrecking crew continues.
The duck snored to left
his
field,
wrecking
scores
ways
a run for the Trojans.
as he drives in the first run of the game. And he has been
send
clutch
pitcher,
with 2
number
outs.
10, Boss Richardson to the plate with a runner at first and 2 outs.
Well, wow, we just jumped up big time on the one. Well, if you're just joining us, it's 1-0 as Jacob, the wrecking crew, drove in Coleman from third base after a leadoff double. Throws over. Tries to square over and bunt. Stolen base. Runner thinks about going down there. Runner at second base. Strike on the outside corner, and that's all she
The
wrote.
strikeout ends the inning, but the Trojans do put 1 on the board. We'll be going into the top of the 3rd with the Trojans leading 1-0.
Well, the Trojans, via a base hit by Jacob, the wrecking crew, has the team on top. And with the way both these pitchers are looking tonight, a run here and there is going to mean the difference in this game. Well, we're up to the third inning, and that's going to be our third ag-related business, and that's Iowa Tire of Fairfield, Iowa. Selling tires to farmers, servicing farmers, helping everybody else around town. If you need your car worked on or you need to get a new set of tires, get out there to Iowa Tire and talk to Jeremy or Betty Howard. And we want to thank them for their help with Round Guy Radio so we can bring you this season. Top of the third inning already. A fast-paced game. Voss Richardson taking the mound for the third time. He may have just the 2 games this week. He probably can pitch the whole game.
Leading off for the Eagles, shortstop, number 1, Braden Boston.
Braden Boston coming up again. Wow, there's the biggest audience of the night again. People just keep tuning in. We're in prime time tonight. Game started at 7 o'clock. One ball, one strike. Voss Richardson on the mound. I believe this is the leadoff hitter, so they got some good hitters coming up here this inning. First team All-Staters, league leading home run hitters. Guys with 10 home runs this season already. Fouled it up and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on the leadoff hitter, Braden Boston. You're watching Fairfield Trojans baseball on Round Guy Radio. Light 'em up, light 'em up. Pops him up and fouls it off, out of play. Having trouble dealing with Voss Richardson's velocity tonight. He's throwing that fastball up there as good as I've seen him all year long. Real close. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Getting this guy out would be a big help. He struck out the next 2 batters that are coming up. Ground ball, Voss Richardson. Now, if there's one thing the Trojans do good, and that's field from the pitchers. They're the best pitcher fielding team in the league.
Out of the inning. At the plate for the Eagles, third baseman, number 2, Turner Bennett.
Turner Bennett, he's got a college scholarship going to Grandview, I believe. One of them's going to TCU, I'm not sure which one. But the rest of them are going to Grandview. There's like 4 of them. Ground ball, shortstop. Fields it cleanly, throws it over, 2 outs, just like that.
6-3 put out for the second out of the inning. At the plate for the Eagles, first baseman, number 24, Camden Jorgensen.
Camden Jorgensen, I believe, is the guy with the 10 home runs this year and led the league in home runs last year. So one swing of the bat could tie this thing up, but a guy like this, you're happy to face him with 2 outs and nobody on. Ross Richardson really throwing the ball hard up there. Misses on the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs. Swinging this. We were on the road all of last week. We got a couple home games this week. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 3rd inning. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. If we can get this guy out, it'll take a while for him to come back up to bat again. And we missed 3 balls and 2 strikes. We'll see what happens. Drive. Back some more. Back some more, and there she goes.
And Jorgensen is going to touch all the bases on that one as he ties the game 1-1 with the swing of a bat.
You can put it on the board. Yes. That's number 11 this year for that young man. Probably the best hitter we've seen all year long. And he takes the Boss Richardson and not over the right field wall and left field wall, dead red.
Catcher,
350 mark, and he got it over there. Congratulations to the Saydel Eagles. You just tied the game 1 apiece with a big home run. Top of the 3rd inning.
I don't even know if I saw sunset.
Ross Richardson still staying in there challenging them.
Right field, left field.
Looks good. You know, really good pitchers come back after they give up a home run and stay in the strike zone and keep battling. Someone out there trying to recover that home run. Nice big. Nothing like hitting a home run. There's nothing in any other sport to compare to it. Cam Jorgensen goes deep on Round Guy Radio. But the Trojans are in good shape. They can absorb that. 3 balls and a strike. Pop right field. He's backing up some more and squeezing it.
And the right fielder tracks down the 3rd out, but not before the Eagles tie it up 1-1 as we go into the bottom of the 3rd, all tied up. In this
Archer
varsity
Cruder might be able to
Monday
get
night
some
game.
votes for All-State, maybe if not first team, second or third. And the audience continues to grow. You guys are awesome. Scotty Melvin can get us a score from over there at that Pekin game. Well, if you're tuned into this game, and I can see you are, if you're listening to me, you are. We got a good game, 1-1, bottom of the third inning. A few games going on in baseball. The Royals beat the Phillies 15-1 today. The Yankees are in the bottom of the ninth, up 5-1 over Tampa Bay Rays. The Nats are 12 to over the Astros in the seventh. The Braves have a 3-1 lead over the Mets at the top of the sixth. The Cardinals are beating the Brewers 2-1 or 2-0. That game's in the fourth, moving into the fifth. Later on tonight,
Leading off for the Trojans,
Diamondbacks,
second baseman,
Padres,
number 6,
Blue Jays,
Jason
Giants,
Workman.
Rockies, Dodgers. Jason Workman. Whew, that was close. That slider really moves.
35 on the season.
Five.
The number just did. 535 with 11 home runs.
Led the state in home runs last year. Gets it over the plate for a strike there. 2 balls and a strike. Well, it's been a little while. Had a home run on Round Guy Radio. But now it's just been happening. Gosh, that slider is really hard to hit. It's moving and stays in the strike zone. Good God, look at how that comes right at you and breaks. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Jason Workman for 11. Trying to deliver the working man blues here for you. Ball 4 and he gets on. He got on his first time up. He gets on here.
Workman with the leadoff walk. And as he makes his way down to first base, the right fielder, number 5, Archer Kruger, steps into the box.
Archer Kruger, who may lead the Southeastern Conference in hitting. Well, he's sure leading the Trojans. He's got over 500 batting average. At least he's had most of the season. Throw over. They like to throw the ball over, I'll tell you that. One to one. Bottom of the fourth, bottom of the third inning, brought to you by Iowa Tire of Fairfield, Iowa.
What? Because he doesn't have to really do that. Start with
The guy in first base, mom's going to have to wash his jersey. He's going. They take the pitch. It's a straight steal. Did he call him out? Maybe not. Maybe your thumb up in the air means safe. All inside, and he's losing a little control here. Falling behind on Kruger. Now the left-handed hitter is in a good spot with a runner at second base. If he can pull the ball any, we should see that guy down at third base, if not more. Not a good time to steal third, though. Pops him up. Catcher dropped one earlier. He doesn't drop that one.
Pop out to the catcher for the first out of the inning. That brings up the catcher for the Fairfield Trojans, number 3, Aiden Westerkamp.
Well, the Cornell College recruit pops up. Well, let's see what the Indian Hills recruit can do here. There's a lot of kids in this field that's playing, going to move on and play college baseball. And
Concession stand Get the food while it's hot. Get the drinks while they're cold. And Trojan fans, there's still some baseball hats. Get them while supplies last.
I'm wearing my San Francisco Giants jersey I got from Pete and Wynn.
We have a pinch runner, Coda Higdon, in for Dason Workman.
The Pink and Panthers have stretched their lead to 7-0 in the bottom of the fourth. 8-0 final in the sixth on the run rule there. And the Fairfield Trojans girls softball team has defeated Knoxville 8-0. Nice solid viewership tonight. Thank you all for watching. Strike on the inside corner. I haven't used my Twitter this year. Maybe I'll go back to using that in football. Drive deep! It's at home run distance, but it was foul. He barreled that up really good. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, runner at second base. 1-1 is your score. Trojans scored on a 2-out hit by the Wrecking Crew. And Cam Jacobson hit a home run. 2 outs. Top of this inning. That's the only scoring we got. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at scoring position. Cleanup hitter Westerkamp at the plate. Bizquick on deck. Well, we lost in Burlington, and now I'm mustacheless. And I'm feeling a little naked up there. But I said I'd shave it off if we lost, and we did. Pop up. Catcher coming back, trying to get to it, out of play. Westerkamp works it to a 2-2 count and is battling in there. This is a really good pitcher we're facing tonight, Scott. Drive, that's going to land, I think. It does. We're going to have a play at the plate. Here he comes around. Here comes the throw. And we're ahead 2-1.
The RBI by Westerkamp brings in Higdon, the pinch runner, and gives the Trojans a 2-1 lead with 1 out and a runner at second base. The catcher, Westerkamp.
Westerkamp puts the Trojans back on top with a double, driving in the runner from second base.
At the plate,
Throw was close to getting it,
number
but
2, Ethan Bisgard.
not quite where
For
the
the
catcher
Trojans.
needed it. Biz quick. A little base hit up the middle would score another run if we can get it. He's a swinger. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Again, these guys are getting their second look at him though. Kind of learning what he does. Swing and a miss. He took a little something off of that and he was way out in front of it. No balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Ground ball, foul. Drive. Left fielder going back some more, going back a little bit more. He squeezes it. The runner tags up, but he goes back. Oh, it almost
Fly
got
out to left field for the second out of the inning for the Trojans.
He gave that ball a little
The
ride.
first baseman, number 12, Jackson Coleman, makes his way to the plate.
Reggie Jackson Coleman coming to the plate. He doubled earlier off of this pitcher. And the Trojans are still threatening with 2 outs. They've been hitting the ball hard this inning. Westerkamp got an RBI double. He's standing at second base.
Also put in
Ball gets away. Runners are down to third base, and the Trojans have another run 90 feet away.
DH. Well, then they're putting Western Camp out to center.
There'll be some changes. We'll let you know about them here.
Second base is what they're doing. They're gonna put Western Camp to second base. Move Chase to third base and Balls to shortstop.
Nolan Adams will come in and catch. Ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Coleman. He got a double earlier and scored. Ground ball, fouling out of play. Well, look at that. The biggest audience of the night. We just keep adding viewers and adding viewers. And we just added some more. Maybe some of the Saydel people are finding out about the game. If you're watching, comment, let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Whoa, great.
Let's get away from him.
Great stop by the catcher there, because that would have been another run. What's 3 balls and 2 strikes? They'll probably give him something to hit here. Coleman with 3 home runs this year already. Fouls it off. Staying alive. Trojans are going to need every run they can get. But they got 1 in the second, 1 already here in the third. Ball 4. And we'll see.
Coleman makes his way to first base on the base on balls, with runners at first and third for the Trojans. Number 4, Owen Adams.
Well, Owen Adams coming up with a great opportunity to drive in some runs here. We'll see if Coleman don't scamper on down to second base or not. Certainly wouldn't want to take a chance on getting him thrown out into this inning. But it'd be nice if he was in scoring position too. We can see a bunt here.
Yeah.
Owen Adams is a very good bunter. We could have a suicide squeeze right here.
I'll catch him between first and second to score the run.
Ball outside. And if nothing else, they're making this pitcher throw more pitches.
Because he wants the ball strong.
Well, there's still quite a bit of summer left. We got the rest of July and August, but fall's around the corner, and the sweet corn is already out, and it is delicious at Stout Market. Fouls it off. Good cut. Coleman over there, he looks like he could be going. He is. Ball, strike 3 on. There's a slider that backed him off and then
The
broke.
strikeout retires the side, but the Trojans take the lead 2-1, and the bottom of the third will be going into the top of the fourth with that score.
Well, Scott prevents any more damages, but the damage was already done as they've already scored a run. And it's 2-1. And the way these pitchers are going at each other, this might be the two best pitching performances in the same game we've seen. So we do have some changes. And I got a feeling Owen Adams is going to be a
For
catcher.
the Trojans, Chase Countryman will slide over to third base. Nope, I'm sorry, Aiden Westerkamp will slide over to third base. Owen Adams will take the spot behind the plate at catcher. Loss Richardson moves from the pitching mound to second base, and Dason Workman will move from his spot at second base onto the mound.
Well, Dason Workman coming out here with the one-run lead, but it's a pretty tight game. Once again, I want to thank our troops, man. They performed all their missions so good in the last couple of years. And we did such a great job in Iran, and now we've got the price of oil down. The stock market's flying high. It's a great time to live in America. And I think these international soccer fans kind of let us know or remind us how great this country is. Carson Comstock with a solo home run, 8-0, still in the bottom of the fourth. Thanks to Scotty Mellon. I'm appreciating the Scotty. Playing Mount Vernon tomorrow.
Leading off for the Eagles, left fielder number 17, Cooper McDaniel.
Cooper McDaniel's coming to the plate. He'll face Dason Workman for 11. His last outing was not very productive. Gets a foul ball for strike one. Drive deep. This could be. It might be. It is. The game is tied. You can put it on the board. Yes.
Two with the home run to left field for Cooper McDaniel.
Cooper McDaniels knocks one out over the left field wall, and that was a no-doubter. He got it up and over. And it's 2-2. But solo home runs generally don't beat you. We're in the top of the fourth inning. The fourth inning is going to be brought to you by Smithburg Auto of Fairfield, Iowa. If you need to buy a car, get a hold of Dave Smithburg. If you need to rent one, get a hold of Madonna Smithburg. If you need your car worked on, go to Smithburg West. If you need parts for your car, go to Smitty's Auto Salvage. I think they're gonna help us out doing the scoreboard show during the football season. Foul. Foul's off his foot, I think, or his leg or something. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jose Teo Prince. Ball over his head there. Ross Richardson got a few pitches in tonight, but they's pulled him out. Ball outside. Couple solo homers for the 2 runs for Saydel. And 2 runs for the Trojans, tie game. Ball 4.
Teo Price makes his way down to first base on the base on balls. That brings up the second baseman, number 7, Brady Hicks.
Brady Hicks coming up. He's another one of these guys going to college. He's wearing Mickey Mantle's number. You want to put a 3 on your back? You want to put a 7 on your back? That's mighty high expectations right
42 as well.
This kid's going to TCU.
there. We're 21. This is the kid going to TCU, and the other 4 are going to Grandview. 42, I'm assuming you're talking about Jackie Robinson,
Absolutely.
since his number's retired. But 21 is Roberto Clemente's number. That's another dandy. But the Babe and the Mick are the 2 best having a number. Whatever Willie Mays' number is also a good one. Pops him up. Coleman looks like he has a good read on it, and he squeezed it, and there's
The
1
first
out.
baseman unassisted for the first out in the inning. For the Eagles, right fielder, number 18, Landon Soma.
Landon Soma at the plate. He's got 1 out and 1 on in the tie game here in the 4th inning, brought to you by Smithburg Auto of Fairfield, Iowa. Watching Fairfield Trojans baseball on Brown Guy Radio. It's been a terrific game so far. Swing and a miss. I think Cruder would be a guy with an arm like that. I'd find some way to bring him in the pitch sometimes. I think he pitched once. Strike on the outside corner, no balls and 2 strikes. Trojans like to get a second out real quick here. Pop foul and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Dyson Workman staying in the strike zone there. Get a ground ball, turn 2. Owen Adams behind the plate. Westerkamp over at third base. I haven't seen him play third base this year. Ball outside. Voss the Boss Richardson. No, wait a minute. That's Countryman shortstop. Richardson, I think, second base now. Oh, it's a merry-go-round. I can't keep up. Ball outside. So from 0-2, it's 2-2. I think if he's a curveball or some kind of a changeup, it might work real good right here and now. We can keep it the strike zone. Strike 3. Woo! It almost got a double play there.
The strikeout for the second out of the inning for the Eagles center fielder, number 10, Chase Sharp.
Chase Sharp.
That was a pop-up to Jackson.
Ball inside. Runner at first base, 2 outs. Left-hander at the plate. Chase Sharp. The Saydel Eagles making their first appearance on Round Guy Radio. First time I even knew there was a school called Saydel. Saydel, I mean. What a terrific game. 2-2. 2 outs. Pops him up foul. That's strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. Runner at first base. Struck him out. Great catch
Strikeout
by
retires
Owen
the
Adams.
side. We'll be going into the bottom of the 4th, all knotted up at 2.
Well, it's 2 apiece. The Trojans got their handful with this team, with these big bombers they got out there. And they have hit a couple home runs, but with nobody on base. This air conditioning feels so good today. No smart to block those vents off. Carson Comstock hit a solo homer to make the score 8-0 there in the bottom of the 4th. We haven't had an update since then. And this is a new pitcher, a left-handed pitcher. Who do we got on the mound here, Coach?
Chase Hart.
Chase Chase Harding coming in. Seemed like we had a president named Harding once.
Herting.
Harding.
We have a pitching change for the Eagles. Number 9, Chase Herting will be on the mound now. Leading off for the Trojans, number 17, the shortstop, Chase Countryman.
Chase Countryman gets his first look at the new left-handed pitcher. We have a lot of left-handed hitters, so the left-handed pitchers have had some success against us. Ground ball to second base. Fields and fires. 1 out. 1 pitch, 1
4-3 put
out.
out for the first out of the inning. For the Trojans, number 24, Jacob Crew, left fielder.
The Wrecking Crew. He's got an RBI tonight, and he's got a lot of RBIs. He might be the very best number 9 hitter in the state. Right. Nice little curveball. And it's going to come right at the left-handed hitter and then break. Both these schools just getting a little work in before the playoffs. It's not going to affect their playoff position or conference record. But I feel like this is a big confidence booster for the Fairfield Trojans as they get ready to play the playoffs. They'll be taking on the Williamsburg Raiders, and we had them right here in Round Guy Radio, right here at this ballpark, and we beat them. Drive! Second baseman calling everybody off, and he squeezed it, and just like that, there's 2 outs.
Second baseman with the unassisted out.
What was the first out?
And to the plate. Second baseman, number 10, Voss Richardson.
Well, Voss Richardson stands in right-handed against this left-handed pitcher.
Grounded out to the second baseman. First pitch.
We're hitting the ball. We're hitting the ball on this guy. Let's hope that continues.
Slide to the second baseman.
Just when you kind of got a good read on the first pitcher, they change it. Ball outside. And the boss Richardson's ahead 2-0 here. We'll see if he can get the ball back in the strike zone here. Planted his foot pretty good on that one. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning, 2-2. Ball 3, 3 balls and a strike. Strike, what a beautiful pitch. Man, there's a lot of movement on that ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Stays with him. Got a little piece of that fastball. He's got him timed well for the fastball. Let's hope he doesn't change pitches here. Back-to-back fastballs and a 2-strike count. Probably what he feels comfortable throwing with 3 balls to a hitter. We got the lights on. Maybe I can turn the lights on here too. I got lights. And we just turned them on.
Oh, that was a loose.
And the strikeout to retire the side will go.
That was
to
a
the
beautiful
top of the
curveball.
pit, all knotted up at 2.
It's not Scotty Melvin, is it? This is Saydel. It's up by Saylorville Lake. Not too far from Des Moines. Workman back over there working again. The Fairfield girls got the win over Knoxville, 8-0. It's 8:30. Game started at 7, or a little after 7 maybe. Brandon Boston coming up, and this is where the big hitters are in their lineup.
Leading off for the Eagles, shortstop number 1, Braden Boston.
Strike, great pitch. Little tail action on that one, kind of backed up a little. 5th inning. Fifth brought to you by House Rep Jeff Shipley. Fouls him off. Jeff Shipley's a House Rep for the Fairfield School District, most of it. Mount Pleasant and base hit goes over in the gap there. They get it back in the infield, going into a double.
Boston with the stand-up double. For the Eagles, at the plate, third baseman, number 2, Turner Bennett.
Turner Bennett coming up. Runner at second base, nobody out. 2-2 score. Yeah, he's in charge. You got the Jeff Shipley, the House Rep. Van Buren, Mount Pleasant, and Fairfield. Most of Fairfield calls timeout there. I don't think I ever called timeout when I was in the plate once in my life. I was always ready. Squares the bunt, but gets one high and tight. Now, if you are a pitcher, a young man that's pitching, and a guy squares the bunt, you want to throw that ball high. It's harder to bunt a high pitch than a low pitch. Westerkamp's in close. And he takes this ball for a strike. 1 ball on 1 strike. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. Throw back. Close. Workman got a 2-2 game, trying to protect. Square, he misses. Strike. No balls and 2 strikes. This is Turner Bennett, and I don't think he'll be bunting with 2 strikes. A lot of worrying about a runner on second base, but you got a batter to get out. Won't divide your attention too much. Just missed the outside corner with that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. They almost rung him up there. Ball outside. I got to meet the coach at Saydel. He seemed like a really great guy. Looked like a good baseball mind. He's got a heck of a team. They're getting ready to go into the playoffs too. 4. Focusing more on that
Base
runner at
on
second
balls
base.
puts runners at first and second. For the Eagles, at the plate, first baseman number 24, Camden Jorgensen.
Camden Jorgensen, also known as the Babe. Got 11 home runs. And he could stretch that lead to 3 if he could hit another one right here. No place to put him. Strike 1. Workman coming right at him. Ball outside, great stop by Owen Adam. Otherwise, he'd had runners at second and third. Solo homer in his last at bat with 2 outs off of Voss Richardson. Two balls in the strike. You don't want to get him to a 3-1 count here, so you need to throw a strike right here and now.
Every other base.
And nowhere near the strike zone. He may be pitching around this guy.
I would.
I would if there wasn't runners at second and first and second already. Now it's a 3-1 pitch. You throw a fastball down there, he's going to be ready.
I don't throw anything for those.
Drive
That's
deep
gone.
left, could be
Foul.
up against the wall on foul. Wow, that was scary. But strike 2,
Long strike.
just like that movie Major League. The Wild Thing comes in there. Might have been facing this same very guy right there. The Babe, the Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT. Ball 4.
Jorgensen draws the base on balls. Bases loaded for the Eagles. Stepping to the plate, catcher number 20, Lennon Perry.
William Perry. Was it Cooper McDaniels that hit that home run?
It was.
Well, he's on deck. This isn't getting any easier. We're switching pitchers. Oh, Elmore's coming in. That's interesting.
We have a switch in the lineup, or in the fielding. A pitching change, Carson Elmore for the Trojans, number 28 will be on the mound. The pitcher, Jason Workman, will move back to second base. And the second baseman, Voss Richardson, will assume duties as the designated hitter.
Well, Voss Richardson steps in the dugout. We'll see what Elmore does here. Now, he came in when we were playing Pella, and they were state champions last year. And he really got us some real good serviceable innings there. He picked some against Burlington. So he's one of our guys that, you know, in the bullpen. He's had some ups and some downs this year. But he's got a tough job here with the bases loaded and nobody out. Huh?
The hit score?
You have it?
No, do you?
8-0 last I knew. Carson at Elmore hit a home run. But I haven't heard any more.
Will resume action. Bases loaded. no
Cal
outs,
Miller with a
and at the
2-run
plate,
jack. And
number 20,
11-2, bottom of the
Lennon
fifth.
Perry, the catcher.
So the Pekin Panthers, Cal Miller hits a 2-run home run. It's 11-2 in the bottom of the fifth. If they get another run, it'll all be over. And mercy rule. We're about to have some mercy here. We need something good to happen. Base is loaded, nobody out. Carson Elmore comes in and throws a strike. Cooper McDaniel's on deck, and he hit a home run in his last at bat. Strike 2. Carson Elmore starting out hot. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The strikeout will be terrific, and then a ground ball, double play. Ball upstairs. See if he'd go fishing for one outside the strike zone. Big pitch right here. Misses. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever happens, we don't want to walk in a run. Elmore come in when the base is loaded, and he walks it. And it's
The base on
3-2.
balls brings a run in for the Eagles. 3-2 in favor of Saydel. We have a courtesy runner, number 4, Caden Ira, for the catcher. And at the plate, left fielder, number 17, Cooper McDaniel.
Well, Cooper McDaniel's hit a home run in his last at bat. Strike on the inside corner on Cooper. A guy named Cecil Cooper played for the Brewers. They called him Scoop. He's a great player. Man, was he a good player. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. There are no balls and 2 strikes here. Three runs to 2. Saydel out in front. Drive. If that lands, that's trouble, and it lands. Gap shot. Ball gets by to the wall. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Just like that.
2 RBI
5-2.
double by McDaniel. Increases.
So there's a home run and a 2-run
5-2
double.
for Saydel, with runners at second and third. At the plate for Saydel, the designated hitter, number 16, Jose Teo Price.
Teo Price coming to the plate. Runners at second and third and nobody out, and it's starting to be a long inning for the Trojans. Strike on the outside. Nobody out, runners at second and third. Elmore drive. It lands, one run is in.
RBI single extends the lead 6-4 for the Eagles. With runners at first and third. At the plate, second baseman, number 7, Brady Hicks.
Brady Hicks coming up. 6-2. Runners at first and third on an RBI single by the DH. Trojans need to get somebody out or this thing could go sideways on us. It felt good 2-2 or 3-2. Missed with that one. Strike on the outside corner. The iPad does a great job of lighting the field up when I turn that light on. Two balls and one strike. Drive, right field, going back some more, and it's gone. You can put it on the board. Yes, 3-run home run as Saydel has smashed 3 home runs
Brady
tonight.
Hicks with the
Brady
3-run
Hicks.
home run, extending the lead 9-2 for the Eagles.
And that about puts a feather or a nail in the coffin there, 'cause there's still nobody out. And they're bludgeoning us to death with these home runs. Nine to 2. Nobody out. If they get 3 more runs, they'll have a 10-run lead. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the broadcast of the Trojans game as much as I've enjoyed watching them. They're a fun bunch of kids. They love to play baseball, and it's been a real joy to broadcast these games for them this year. Ball outside. Landon Soma. Well, this score looks a little bit lopsided, but it was a terrific game. In the Jeff Shipley 5th inning here. Ball in the dirt, kicks out of the way.
At the plate for the Eagles, number 18, Landon Soma.
Landon Soma. Brown Guy Radio brought you a couple road games last week. We went to Washington for a big win, and then to Burlington for a disappointing loss at the conference championship. But we got there. Strike right in there. Good job. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Maybe we can get the first out of the inning here and get things going back our way. Ground ball, first baseman fields it, steps on first, 1 out.
The 3 unassisted for the first out of the inning.
And that's got to feel like a load of
That
bricks
brings
coming off
up
the Trojans' back
for
there.
the Eagles, center fielder number 10, Chase Sharp.
Chase Sharp coming to the plate. "12 to 2, the game's over in Pekin, and the Pekin Panthers are advancing in the playoffs. They've got a game tomorrow against Kyoto, I believe, in Pekin. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Elmore kind of getting his command and control underneath him. He came in with the bases loaded. Steps off the mound. Steps back on the mound. No balls and 2 strikes. He just needs a good pitch here. Drive, base hit.
The single for Sharp. With the runner at first and 1 out. At the plate, the leadoff hitter, shortstop, number 1, Braden Boston.
Braden Boston, the leadoff hitter. He's been on and scored this game.
He scored
This inning, actually. Ball in the dirt. Great block by Owen Adams. Throw down. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. 9 to 2. Saydel.
Guess we're ready for
2 balls and no strikes. We got 1 out finally. Ball in the dirt, kicks away. Runner advances to second. Gets halfway to third. Six. Talking it over. There's somebody going down there loosening up in the bullpen a little bit. I don't know who it is. Oh, Hank Conzel. 3 balls and no strikes. And if he walks this guy, the tie and run's coming to the plate. Or basically the 10-run rule come to the plate. The Trojans will have another at bat. They got to start getting some outs somewhere, some way along the line here. Boston. Strike right in there. Hasn't give up on this batter yet. Turner Bennett on deck.
Base on balls puts runners at first and second. At the plate for the Eagles, third baseman, number 2, Turner Bennett.
Camden Jorgensen.
We have a pause in the action. While we have a pause in the action, don't forget about that concession stand. Still have some food available, some cold drinks. Trojan fans, don't forget about your Fairfield hats before our playoff run.
And we may see Hank Consel come into this game with runners at first and second. Turner Bennett at the plate. The very dangerous Camden Jorgensen with 11 home runs, including one earlier tonight, on the bench. He also got an RBI walk with the bases loaded. All these parents have put in a lot of hours watching their boys play ball this summer. And here he comes, Hank Consel. He didn't have very long to warm up. I hope he's ready to go, because and Carson Elmore comes out of the game. He's a senior. This might be one of the last times he gets to play in the game.
For the Trojans, on the mound for the Trojans now, number 16, Hank Consel.
Hammer and Hank Consel comes to the plate, or comes out to the mound. I haven't seen him pitch this year. He's been mostly on the JV squad. Played some earlier in the varsity, earlier in the season. Nine to 2 lead, 1 out, runners at first and second.
At the plate for the Eagles, number 2, Turner Bennett.
Hammer and Hank Consel, right-handed pitcher, comes in. And he's got a couple really tough hitters to face right off the bat. Pops him up, first baseman comes over. A little poor effort on that one from Coleman. Very poor effort. Almost no effort.
We need outs, boys. We need outs.
So, batter gets a second chance at life. No balls and 1 strike. I gotta say, I think that pop-up was catchable. Two balls and 1 strike. Runners at first and second. State's leading home run hitter on deck. Ball gets away, but good hustle by Workman. Recovers the ball. Consel gets a strike on the outside corner, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Consel's come in a pretty tough situation, but he's looked good so far. Ball high, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Drive. Pops it up. Third baseman calls him off and he squeezes it and there's 2 outs.
Pop up to the third baseman for the second out of the inning with 2 outs.
That was
Runners at
Westerkamp
first and
over there at third
second.
base.
That brings to the plate for the Eagles, first baseman, number 24, Camden Jorgensen.
Well, Camden Babe Ruth Jorgensen, coming to the plate. He's a state leader in home runs, RBIs, base hits. First team All-Stater. And he steps out. Ground ball, strike one.
Pitch.
Got it in on his hands. Good location for a pitch. When they go over to Grandview, maybe they'll meet Simeon Reichenbach of Waco. He'll be wearing 2 national championship rings as they've won the national championship in football back-to-back years. Strike on the inside corner, and just like that, Hammer and Hank Conzel as the best hitter in the state of Iowa down 0-2. I'm going to throw in possibly North Dakota in there too. I don't know if they got anybody like him. Ball upstairs. Two outs, 2 on, 9-2 score, top of the 5th.
Nice pitch. Oh,
Missed inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gonzo doing a great job with this hitter.
nice pitch.
Drive deep. It could be. It might be. It is. A 3-run homer for Babe Ruth.
Jorgensen with
Camden Babe Ruth Jorgensen gives them that 3-run lead that they need.
12-2.
And that's the 4th home run of the
Second
night.
Run of the evening for Jorgensen.
That's number 12. He got a pitch he liked, and it's 12-2, and that does give them the 10-run lead. So, wow. Well, we didn't know much about this program, but I'm kind of excited we got to see Camden Jorgensen, man. That's at least 4 RBIs. I don't think he got walked with the base load. I think he got walked with runners at first and second, and nobody out. Might have been this inning. A lot of stuff happened this inning. I might have to file for Social Security before this inning's over. It doesn't get done pretty quick. This is who do we got? Lennon. Who's it?
Oh, yeah, this is Lennon Perry.
Lennon Perry's coming in. There's 2 outs. We just need
Catcher
one more
Lyndon
out.
Perry, number 20 at the plate.
Lyndon Perry. Ground ball, fires it over, pulls him off.
Perry aboard first base. That brings to the plate left fielder number 17, Cooper McDaniel.
Cooper McDaniel with the home run.
Perry's place at first is a courtesy runner number 4, Caden Ira.
Did anybody else hit a home run, or was it just those 2 guys?
Just those.
No, and then Brady Hicks.
Brady Hicks.
Yeah, Brady Hicks. So there's 4 home runs tonight in this game. Maybe 2 of them in this inning.
2 in this inning.
Pops him up. That could be all she wrote. Just out of play. Well, I almost hit a couple girls over here. They moved just at the last second. Good job, ladies. Way to stay alive. Look alive out there. You want to stay alive, you got to look alive. 12-2. This was a very close game for 4 innings. It was 2-2.
Nice pitch.
Might have been 2-2 at the top of this inning. No balls and 2 strikes. Maybe get a strikeout in this suffering here. Long suffering inning. I'll tell you who's got a workout today is that kid that keeps going out and get those home runs. Center fielder. He catches it.
The center fielder tracks down that for the last out of the inning. Saydel extends their lead 12-2 in the 5th.
I believe they
We'll go to the
scored.
bottom of the 5th with the Trojans
10 runs in
trailing
that
by
inning.
10.
Did they score 10 runs in this inning?
They did. They did.
Well, went from a 2-2 game to a 12-2 game all in the top of the 5th. Brought to you by Jeff Shipley, your house rep. We'll be looking for a Packwood Locker player of the game. But unless some magical thing happens, it's going to be Camden Babe Ruth Jorgensen. The Big Bopper. The Bambino. The Sultan of SWAT. That's one of the best performances on Round Guy Radio all year long.
3 runs scored. 2
The only player I've seen come close to that is that kid from Pella, Hoekstra. Tristan Hoekstra. He had 3 home runs against us once. And had one off the top of the wall to boot. Well, this young man that came in relief, he's pitched really good. Kryptonite, yeah.
Leading off for the Trojans, second baseman, number 6, Dason Workman.
Well, Dason Workman, if you haven't seen Burkhardt, I think he's suspended from this game. But he'll be back tomorrow night. Well, since the Kyoto Eagles have a pretty good team too. So Pekin and Kyoto will be battling out tomorrow over there at Pekin. Scotty Melvin, he's going to coach the football team over there. He's done with the junior high coaching. They got the whole season over with. I think they had a pretty successful season. They lost a lot of players to be called up to JV though. Almost every good one they had. But the boys are getting some learnings. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a strike. Well, the Trojans either score a run or we get to go home. One of the 2 things will happen. Ball upstairs, 3 balls and a strike. Workman and then Kruder. And then Westerkamp. Strike 2. And this is the biggest pitch of the inning so far. If he walks him, it's a bad deal for Saydel. If they get him out, it's a good deal. Sticks his bat out there and fouls it off, and we'll go for another one. Strike three.
Strikeout to
On the
lead off
outside
inning
corner,
for
and there's
first
one out.
That brings up the right fielder, number 5, Archer Kruger.
Archer Kruger, he's a great hitter. It's a lefty on lefty situation. But this young man that's come in here to pitch is doing a great job. Strike one. Ball inside, low. One ball, one strike, one out, bottom of the 5th inning. We'll be giving you the Packwood Locker Player of the Game. Pretty much dark all the way around out there tonight. As the sun has gone down, 3 balls and a strike. That'd be a good count for Kruger. If he can see a fastball, he might be able to do some damage with it. Strike. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He did that to the last batter. Let's see what he can do here, 3-2. Kruger Westerkamp on deck. He has a big RBI tonight. Drive. Pops him up. Left fielder coming in. Shortstop going out. They can't get it.
Kruger aboard at second base. To the plate, number 3, Aiden Westerkamp.
Well, Westerkamp comes up with a runner at second base and 1 out. Strike on the outside corner. Swing and a miss. Ball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second base. The Trojans need a run to keep this game going. Strike 3, and there's 2 outs, and it all comes down to this at bat.
Strikeout for the second out of the inning. That brings up the center fielder, number 2, Ethan Bisgard.
Biz quick. And he's a dangerous hitter. He's a guy to feel good at bat in a situation like this for me. Swing and a miss. Biz quick swings early and he swings often. Strike 2, a beautiful curveball. Looked like it was way outside and then broke back. No balls and 2 strikes. And we're all down to 1 strike. Fouls him off and stays alive. The game would be over if the shortstop hadn't have made an error and dropped an easy pop fly. foul out of play. And it remains no balls and 2 strikes. Cruder down there at second base. Ball gets away, but then he may get down there with his speed. They throw it away, and a run comes in, and we're going to have another inning.
Drop third strike, runner scores. Runner, the batter is safe at first.
Man. The game continues on a strikeout.
Might be the thing we needed.
Coleman at the plate. Swing and a miss. Well, some sloppy play from Saydel. Gives us another inning. We're going to be here another hour and a half tonight. Strike 3.
And the strikeout retires the side. The Trojans do score a run and will be going into the top of the 6th with the Trojans trailing 3-12.
Where are we in our lineup?
Well, we are at Jose Taylor Price. Which is the 6th.
Well, the Trojans skip by the skin of their teeth. They're going to get another inning out of it. Twelve to 3, 6th inning, brought to you by Helena Hayes. She's the house rep for the northern 2 tiers of Jefferson County. So she has some people going to the Fairfield schools. She's also has Keota in her district, Sigourney in her district, Oskaloosa in her district, Tri-County in her district, and the Topeka Panthers. The designated hitter, Jose Teo Price.
Leading off for the Eagles, designated hitter number 16, Jose Teo Price.
Swing and a miss on Price. Hammer and Hank Conzel, I think, still on the mound out there. Did a good job last inning. Two balls and a strike. Oh, that looked like a strike to me, but 3 balls and 1 strike. Ground ball, third baseman Fields fires. That's Westerkamp, and he gets an out.
5-3 put out for the first out of the inning. For the Eagles, at the plate, second baseman, number 7, Brady Hicks.
We've had home runs from Cooper McDaniels and the batter at the plate, Cooper Hicks, and 2 from Caden Jorgensen, and that's the most ever hit by one team in Round Guy Radio ever in any game that I broadcast. Probably had some games where both teams combined hit that many. And just like that, there's 2 outs, and Hank Consol's off to a great start.
4-3 put out for the second out of the inning. The Eagles now send right fielder number 18, Landon Soma, to the plate.
Landon Soma, the last hope of this inning. Is it still 10 runs after 6 innings?
Yep,
There it is.
for the rest of the game.
The girls, it's 8.
Maybe it'll be on.
They hit a home run, call us over. Ball inside. Hank Consol on the verge of a 1-2-3 inning. Two strikes, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, 12-3. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th, 12-3.
He wanted to call that a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 9-run lead. And he walks it.
Soma makes his way to first on the base on balls. At the plate for the Eagles, center fielder number 10, Chase Sharp.
Chase Sharp at the plate, runner at first base. He breaks. Throw down, it gets away. Out into right field, now the runner's over third, maybe he'll score. If he does, that's a 10-run lead. We're a base hit or a wild pitch away from a 10-run lead by Saydel. Two balls, no strikes. Left-handed hitter to the plate, right-handed pitcher. Runner 90 feet away. Strike. Just misses on that one. That was a really good pitch by Consol. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. What's going to happen with this bat here? Is the run going to score? Ground ball out of play. We'll do it again. It's a drive. It's going to land. It's a gap shot. And the 10th run comes in. It's 13-3. Runner stands up at second base. And the wheels on the bus continue to go round and round as it's 13-3.
RBI for Sharp at the plate. Shortstop, leadoff hitter, number 1, Braden Boston.
Well, you want to get to know these next two guys, otherwise Babe Ruth's coming up. Nicknames for Babe Ruth.
Why is this using our picture?
Babe Ruth is known as the Bambino, which means the babe in Italian, and the soul of squad, recognizing his record-breaking runs. Other nicknames include the Colossus of Cloud and the King of Crash, reflecting his powerful hitting, while Ginge was used by his friends.
The Colossus of Clout. Hayden Jorgensen. Drive. Fair ball. 1 run is in. Runner at second base as Boston gets another hit.
For Boston. That brings up to the plate third baseman, number 2, Turner Bennett.
Babe Ruth's friends called him Jidge, which was kind of a. They just called him Jidge. Because that's what they did in the 1920s to people. Drive! Left fielder squeezes it, and that's all she wrote, but it's 14-3.
Jacob Crew in left field tracks down to third out. We go into the bottom of the 6th with the Trojans trailing 3-14.
14-3, Saydel ahead. The Trojans will have to get 2 runs to keep this thing going. They scored 1 with 2 outs last inning. Pretty big audience as the game goes on and other games kind of finish up. The Trojans are usually still playing, and that's the case tonight.
So,
9:30. Our latest game this year was we got out of here at 11:30. One of the games.
Leading off for the Trojans, the catcher, number 4, Owen Adams.
Owen Adam coming to the plate, trying to start something off. But they'll need 2 runs to squeeze the 7th inning out of this.
Oh, you call that a strike?
1 ball and 2 strikes. Saydel used 2 pitchers. The Trojans have used 4.
I don't know, I think that he just looked like one finger ball.
Owen Adams. Strike, I guess that's strike 2.
I'm glad it didn't call it one, I didn't
And
believe.
you had 3 outs.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Or something in that vicinity. Ball outside as Owen Adams gets on base.
Owen Adam with the base on balls makes his way to first. Stepping to the plate, shortstop number 17, Chase Countryman.
Chase Countryman coming up to the plate.
We have a courtesy
Owen
runner
Adams is,
for the catcher, that's number 11, Liam Hunter.
Liam Hunter comes in to be a courteous runner. So he'll have to use good manners as he goes around the bases. They use a lot more of those good manners these days. No balls and a strike. There's a strike. That was a great curveball. He's got a good one. And he flipped one in there on that one. Countryman takes one inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. You're watching Fairfield Trojan Baseball on Round Guy Radio. Strike 3, there's 1 out.
Countryman with the strikeout. With 1 out, runner at first, Jacob Crew, the left fielder, number 24 for the Trojans.
Strike 1. It's the Wrecking Crew, and he takes strike 2. One out, no balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first base, 14-3. Ground ball, foul. Caden Jorgensen is going to leave this game with 12 home runs on the season. 2 of them tonight. Ball gets away and a runner scampers down to second. You know, we started out this season, a lot of people didn't know we were on YouTube, but I feel like people are fine. Say we got a like too. Please like and subscribe. We need subscribers. That's what I need. I'm over 400 subscribers, but I need 500. 100 followers on Facebook. The Wrecking Crew. He's got an RBI tonight. He dumped one off into left field with 2 outs. Big curveball misses a little bit. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Ground ball. First baseman gets it. Steps on third. It's a productive out as the runner moves over to third base.
The 3 unassisted for the second out of the inning. Up for the Trojans, designated hitter number 10, Voss Richardson.
Voss the Boss Richardson stepping up to the plate. 2 outs. He's a designated hitter now. He started out the game pitching, then he went to second base, then he became the DH. And he's been hitting home runs lately. Hit 3 of them in a week. He had a 2 home run game. Ground balls could be it. Feels it, flips it, and that's all she wrote.
And the third out of the inning, and the
We're the
Saydel
biggest audience
Eagles
of the night right now.
are victorious tonight, 14-3 over the home Fairfield Trojans. Safe travels back to Saydel, and good luck in the playoffs. Trojan fans, join us tomorrow as your Trojans take on Mount Vernon.
Well, the Packwood
Here at
Locker
5
player of the
o'clock for
game
JV, 7 o'clock for varsity. Have a
is
great night.
Camden Jorgensen, Camden Babe Ruth Jorgensen, the Bambino. Well, we'll see you tomorrow night, everybody. Thanks for watching.